Hey guys, I've wanted to do this video for a while. This is sort of a primer into altcoin trading. So altcoins are defined as any alternative coin to Bitcoin because Bitcoin was the first and still is the biggest fish in the sea with 47% of the total cryptocurrency market cap. When Bitcoin was first introduced, it was very revolutionary, but over time, new coins sprouted up as challengers to Bitcoin's throne. Still to this day, there are many altcoins trying to do what Bitcoin does, but better. A lot of the new coins we see coming to market are paving their own way, solving existing problems in financial tech with new solutions and new technologies, especially as they're based on the blockchain, which is revolutionary in of itself. The thing I stress over and over again to people who are new to the space is that Bitcoin in of itself isn't all that revolutionary. Bitcoin today is more or less a digital gold, and in its current state is really only good for storing value, not really transferring it due to scalability issues in the form of high fees. But what was revolutionary behind Bitcoin was the blockchain. Blockchain is a secure transaction ledger database that is shared by everyone in an established distributed network of computers. It archives every transaction that occurs in the network, essentially eliminating the need for trusted third parties such as payment processors. Fans of the blockchain describe it as a transfer of trust in a trustless world, which harkens to the fact that the entities participating in a transaction are not necessarily known to each other, yet they exchange value with certainty and no need for third-party validation. For this reason, the blockchain is a game changer. Without getting too deep into why the blockchain is one of the greatest inventions of this century, and believe me, I could go on and on. Let's get back to the topic of this video and talk more about investing. So investing in altcoins is really where you see the action and personal gains these days in the crypto market. Believe me, it would have been nice to invest in Bitcoin in the early days. Thankfully, there's still more than enough time to get on another one. The crypto market has exploded recently. A year ago today, the total market cap was only 12 billion. But today it's 156 billion, a massive increase, and there's no sign of it slowing. People always ask me if it's too late to get in and if they missed out. Yeah, you missed out on Bitcoin, and yes, you missed out on Ethereum, and yeah, there's several other ones that you missed out on, but we could easily see this market continue at a rapid pace. So if you're comfortable with the risk, there's still plenty of coins that are undervalued and unknown, and you are able to buy today. So this is where the onus comes to you. No one is going to hand you wins on a silver platter because no one knows the future. But what has helped me to find and make significant gains in this market time and time again is research, research, research. Finding a coin before it takes off requires patience and patterns. For example, let's talk about what I like to call the Holy Trinity. This is a chart of the current top 25 coins out there by market cap. This will probably change within seconds of me uploading this video, but the lesson here will stand the test of time. You can see that there's three different colors: gold, blue, and green. They represent the different categories these coins belong to. First, we have gold, which is representing currencies. Currencies are those who facilitate the store and transfer of value. Bitcoin is the classic example, and that should speak for itself. We can see that currencies are a big player in this game, taking up a lot of the top 25. Each currency on here is essentially trying to do something different yet similar to Bitcoin's established model. The second category is platforms. Platforms are huge, easily taking the most slots of the top 25 with 11 of them. Platforms are kind of hard to describe and group because there's a huge diversity of platforms, but what makes them successful and why we see them so dominant is that they facilitate the growth and infrastructure of other coins. Ethereum is the classic example of a successful and powerful platform with many decentralized apps being built on top of it. This segues really nicely into the last category: products, or those who are built on top of existing platforms. Products aim to solve a problem using the technology based on the platform they're built upon. They're able to go quickly to market with a product because they don't have to focus on building everything from the ground up. Blockchains are very complicated and very difficult to successfully implement. So lots of new coins coming to market these days are products. They're able to pitch a solution to a problem that can be solved with a blockchain and do it in a short time thanks to the existing frameworks out there. So we also have further categories in which to classify our top 25. For example, a very hot item on investors' minds recently has been anonymized transactions. We can see that 5 of the top 25 have made this a priority, clearly centralized on currencies. So it's quite obvious that there's currently a hot war between who can provide the best anonymized transaction coin. And while Monero is clearly the market's favorite, it doesn't prevent them from being unseated by any of their other challengers. Moving on, we see that there's another subcategory in pink, and that's smart contracts. Smart contracts allow you to exchange currency, properties, stock shares, or anything of value in a transparent, conflict-free way, while importantly avoiding the services of a third party. It's a little hard to grasp the importance of that, but ideally one day it will change how we do business and transact with one another. Smart contracts are, in a lot of ways, just as revolutionary as the blockchain itself, because they are extremely disruptive to the current status quo. We can see that this is clearly a focus of some of the biggest platforms out there, with the majority of them having smart contracts in some form. The ideas behind a platform coincide very well with the ideas behind a smart contract. So, what is the point of all this? Why should you care? I really want to drive home the point that this is how you need to do research in this market. A lot of times, there will be several coins competing around a similar idea, trying to solve a similar problem. And if you possess the knowledge and skill to pick the good from the bad, that's how you personally win. A year ago, Ethereum was less than $12. But if you realized how important decentralized platform with smart contracts were, you would have seen a huge increase in your portfolio. A little over a year ago, Monero was trading for $2. And if you had realized it was doing anonymized transactions better than anyone else, you would have seen awesome returns. 3 months ago, I heard about a little coin called Ant Shares and how it was the Ethereum of China. I did my research and bought in when it was around $4. It didn't do much at first, but then it rebranded to Neo, and suddenly everybody realized how they were trying to beat Ethereum at their own game. Neo has come down a little bit, but I'm holding this coin long term because I believe in it long term. They're just getting started. And that's just one of my plays. So I'm not trying to beat you over the head with this stuff, but I want you to not lament the fact that you missed some coins, that you didn't jump in when you should have. That's all part of how you grow into a better trader and investor. Yes, there were opportunities in the past, but there are certainly opportunities in the present and into the future. So get out there and start discovering them. That's all for this video. Definitely leave a comment below about how you plan to find the next big one, or what you believe is the next big one. And be sure to subscribe for more videos like these. I love making them for you guys. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.